Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra is over $1,800 at checkout. Is it worth it? Should you buy this tablet? That's a lot of money to fork out over a tablet. If you're a student or a professional trying to figure out if this tablet is worth it, then keep watching. This video is for you. I'll give my overall recommendation at the end of the video. Let's talk about the size. It's 14.6 inches, which means it's just a monster tablet. It's kind of heavy and it gets annoying to hold it up after a couple of hours. I think the exact weight is 723 grams, but it's just huge. I think it's the biggest tablet out there right now. I'm sure there's some sort of tablet out there that's even bigger, but this is the biggest thing I could find that was from a flagship brand. When it comes to the thickness, this tablet is actually pretty thin. It's thinner than their S10 Plus and the S9 series. Now let's talk about the battery size. The S10 Ultra has a battery size of 11,200 milliamperes, and the S10 Plus isn't that far behind. I think it's at 10,900 milliamperes. I would say this is pretty solid for 8 to 10 hours. I was watching YouTube videos on it for a good while and there was no issue. Let's talk about cameras. There's two cameras at the back, but there's also two cameras at the front. The camera quality is pretty good. It's a flagship product. But personally, for me, it's not a big selling point because I don't really use a camera. I'm not using this to take regular photos. But if you're a student, then obviously you're going to need the camera if you're taking notes and taking photos of slides, and it's good enough for that. The two cameras at the front are a great add on, but honestly, it doesn't really make a difference to me. If they made this tablet without any cameras at all and just one camera at the back, I would be totally fine. Let's talk about the colors. There's only two colors available right now, the Moonstone Gray and the Platinum Silver. This is the Moonstone Gray. Honestly, it just looks better in my opinion. It's the same for the S10 Plus. They have a lot of colors for the S9 FE series. There's even silver, gray, mint, lavender available for that series, but for the S10 Plus and the Ultra, there's only these two colors that are available. Let's talk about the display. They were making a big deal about the dynamic AMOLED 2x anti-reflection display. I did some research about this, and the main difference is the refresh rate. This has a refresh rate of 120 hertz. I didn't really notice a difference unless the brightness was really turned up. Then I could notice a difference, but honestly, it doesn't matter. But I will say this, it is pretty useful when I'm working outside and it's kind of sunny. The anti-reflection is pretty good. Another point I want to make is the smudging. You start leaving fingerprints right away. I'm definitely going to need a screen protector for this. It's just really annoying using it without a screen protector. It just smudges all over the screen. Let's talk about storage. There's the usual three options at 256, 512, and 1 terabyte of storage. A point I want to make is that the S10 Plus, surprisingly, it only goes up to 512 gigs of storage. I think they're only doing that to incentivize you to actually spend more money on this bigger tablet. Let's talk about the case. They don't have a case for the S10 specifically, but I did some Googling around and apparently the case for the S9 fits it perfectly. I got an open case on Best Buy, which was $100. I think it was a $50 discount. I'm pretty surprised by the quality of the case. It's pretty good. I didn't really notice any problems with the case itself, even though it was already opened. If you've ever used a Samsung tablet before this, then you probably already know everything there is about this case. It's got the magnetic latch, which is super satisfying, and then the auto sleep function when you close it. Last thing, the AI features. They were making a big deal about this on their website. It was plastered all over their site. The circle to search thing, the try it, the note assist. If you have one of their latest phones, then you should probably be familiar with the AI features. I might make a video just focusing on the AI features after I test them for a week or two, but I don't really use them a lot in my day to day. In conclusion, should you buy it? Honestly, it depends on your budget. It's a pretty expensive tablet. I think you could get away with using a smaller tablet and still be fine. But if you're specifically in the market for a big tablet, then you can't go wrong with this. Let's actually talk about the S Pen. Honestly, it's really flimsy. I don't like it at all. It's super light. I just feel like I'm gonna break it somehow. And if you do a lot of writing, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to replace it at some point because it just doesn't seem that durable. In my opinion, the pen should be at least a little better, considering that a lot of people are just gonna use this to write out their notes or take notes in meetings or class lecture notes. But if you're thinking about using this pen for like a while, 6 months, a year, I'm sure it would break at some point. In conclusion, should you buy it? Honestly, if you're in the market for a giant tablet, then you can't go wrong with this. It's a flagship product. The stats are off the charts. There aren't that many colors, but it's a lot thinner and lighter than I expected. Right, so we talked about buying and spending your money on this, but if you're considering investing some of your money, then you should definitely check out this video I made about investing in the stock market.